It's the big leagues. Welcome to the big leagues. That's why everybody is not blessed enough to play in this game. You hear people talking, you hear fans boo and all that, but we're the ones on the field trying to grind it out. It's the hardest sport to play. So got to grind it.
How tough is it to hear the boost from the fans at the end of a tough home?
Oh man, that's it's the reason why they're fans, because they can't play. They can't play at this level. Some tried and got cut in high school or whatever. We want to be blessed enough and got the talent enough to make it to the big leagues, and we can deal with that kind of stuff. Just put it behind us and keep going.
What made Tommy Hanson so tough today?
He got the dude got his electric fastball. He threw more off-speed pitches today. Threw a slider for strikes. Kept it down. Threw a good curveball. Had his changeup working, and plus they swung a good bat.
You showed that over the course of this homestand, Orlando, and obviously you guys are going to keep your heads up in here because you know
Baseball.
Yeah, it's a day-to-day.
Yeah.
And enough veterans in here that you don't even need to talk about.
No, we don't. No, we just got to keep taking it one day at a time. It's baseball. I've seen it before. We're gonna go through it. We're gonna score some runs. It's gonna happen for us. The tide will turn. We just got to keep grinding, coming in every day, and keep our heads up, keep focused, and keep playing good baseball. Things will happen.
I couldn't string pitches together, Maeve. We've seen that this year. Just the inconsistency from hitter to hitter. We'll see some great sequences to hitters, and other times we'll see it slip away from them. Couldn't string together enough good pitches to keep the ball out of the middle of the plate where some good hitters got him. Jones got him, McCann got him. Needless to say, those guys, what they've done in their careers, they're good hitters. When you make mistakes to those guys, they can capitalize.
The error which preceded the bombs, do you think that it had an emotional effect on that?
No.
Hanson struggled earlier in the year, but he apparently is kind of a nice groove now. What did you see from him today? He got on a nice
Good
roll.
fastball command was good, and that good overhand curve. And he mixed in a couple sliders and a change. I saw 4 pitches in the past. You see Hanson as a fastball curveball guy, but now the last year or so you've seen him evolve a little bit as he gains service time. But a good mix of pitches today. But it starts with the fastball. Any starting pitcher that takes the mound every 5th day, you got to pitch with the fastball, and he did that today.
Is today a step forward for Matt, do you think, based on his previous 3 starts? How do you evaluate it in context?
I don't know. We evaluate, each and every game. I like that he finished strong, Craig. I do. He threw up 3 zeros after that 5 spot, which we needed the innings. You look over the last 10 days of our bullpen. Those were critical innings where it really could have got away from him. But I think that he picked his tempo up, starting in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th innings, quicker in between pitches. From that point on, looks as though he got in a rhythm. The first inning, just a little bit, in and out a little bit. But I think if Matt can take anything from this game, it would be the last 3 innings, the way he worked in between pitches. And he did give us, 5 innings, even though he got to, close to 100 pitches where we had to hit for him. I think he can look back and say, hey, the way I worked hitter to hitter as far as tempo, getting the ball, getting on the rubber, getting my sign, and making pitches was a positive.
But is the lack of consistency one of those things where you try to throw it harder and it compounds it, all straightens out?
There's no doubt that he's trying to make good pitches to keep the run totals down. But he's got to trust his stuff. There's too often that he's been behind in counts. Generally speaking, over the course of this season, that he has to come in and throw a strike. And he's been hurt a little bit by the hanging breaking ball a couple games, but. We got to get him aggressive, throwing a ton of strikes, trusting his stuff in the hitting area, and if he does that, I think we'll see the long-term results.
No, I only gave up one earned run. Another positive, didn't give up a home run today. Good command of the curveball, good command of the fastball when I needed it, and earlier on had good command of the changeup. Yeah, I feel like the whole afternoon I was aggressive down in the zone. Pitched to Brian McCann, guy walked 3-2 two-seam fastball. Could have gone either way. I thought it was strike 3. Umpire behind the plate thought otherwise, but I mean, I can't complain. It was a good pitch. It was what I would have. I mean, talked with Falls, and we both agreed that it could have gone either way.
Buddy said that he felt that you needed to trust your stuff, a little bit more, and perhaps pound, the strike zone a little bit more. From your perspective, do you think that perhaps you have not trusted your stuff enough early in the season?
I just don't think I was able to get into my own rhythm and a quick pace of how I pitch. I'm similar to Clayton. How Clayton works, I like to get the ball and get it and get another pitch in, get the ball back, get another pitch in. Work at my own momentum and my own pace, and just struggle to get there. And I feel like with today, those later innings after that second inning, it was complete turnaround.
Why do you feel that previously you've had a difficulty, getting into that rhythm?
I mean, like I've said before, spring training was a little rough on me. I had the injury, coming back off the injury. It's just a matter of getting the mechanics down. It's hard to get into a rhythm or get into a pace whenever you're throwing to guys that are injured right now, or guys that are rehabbing. Right before season started, I had to go back and rehab, start against my own guys. You can't really create a rhythm or momentum or pace because there's no adrenaline. There's no nothing. It's completely. It's a whole other world whenever you're going against guys that are on your team or guys compared to guys that you're facing against, like Atlanta or Philly or whoever.
You mentioned yesterday that there's been no loss of confidence. You have. I know it's a funky stat going over 2 seasons, but you have lost 9 straight starts. Is there a loss of confidence at all?
Not at all. I mean, like I said, I gave up 1 earned run today. I did my job for the most part, and you just got to keep going. It's not like I'm going out there. I'm not giving up 10 runs a game and getting the crap kicked out of me. I think maybe there's a few of them that were in there. Where I gave up a couple. And can't do anything about St. Louis last year, or I think it was Chicago Cubs here. Where I gave up them a certain amount of runs. It's not like I'm going out and giving up 10 runs a game. You go back and you look at a few of them. I gave up 2 runs in San Francisco the last game of the season. Today, 1 earned run. I mean, I know I gave up 6, but 1 earned run. You go back to Philly. I think Philly gave up 3. Cincinnati, same thing. It's not like it's not like I'm going out there getting the crap kicked out of me.
So, from your perspective, what do you feel that you need to do to turn things around?
I just need to stay right where I'm at. I need to just keep my momentum that I got today, and keep throwing strikes and just keep trying to put up zeros as much as I can.